Your money wasn't stolen overnight, but rather, right before your eyes, your money is slipping through your fingers. Can you feel it in your gut? The items you bought yesterday cost twice as much today. Inflation is an invisible thief. It doesn't rob your bank. It robs the purchasing power of your money. Do you think $1,000 in 2026 buys what it did 3 years ago? No. If you don't take action, your wealth will dwindle away even while you are saving it. In this video, I will tell you 5 secret strategies that will make your wealth as strong as iron. Specifically, in the 4th tip, I will show you how to use inflation to triple your wealth. The last one is a tool used only by the wealthy. Follow until the end. First, if you are new to this channel, subscribe and join us. What is inflation? Most people say, the price of goods has increased. The truth, however, is that the value of money has decreased. Example, 20 years ago, you could buy many things with 100 birr. Today, with 100 birr, you can only buy a pumpkin. The silent killer. If inflation is 10% per year, it means after 10 years, your money has lost half its value. Keeping it in a bank is poison. Strategy 1. Gold and hard metals. Why has gold served as money for thousands of years? Because the government cannot print gold. Gold and silver protect your purchasing power. Strategy. Putting 5 to 10% of your wealth into physical gold or gold ETFs is your shield. Strategy 2. Real estate, houses and land. When inflation hits, rent increases and land prices increase. The edge. If you own property, your rent grows along with inflation. Passive guard. Buying and holding land or entering. Rights. Real estate investment trusts. Keeps your wealth far from the volatile market. Strategy 3. Stocks, company shares. You might wonder, why buy stocks? When the price of goods increases, large companies, e.g., Apple, Coca-Cola, increase their prices too. Pricing power. Companies that produce goods people cannot live without will defeat inflation. Index funds. Entering the S&P 500 gives you an average of 10% per year, which covers an inflation rate of 5 to 7%. Strategy 4. Good debt. This is a secret of the wealthy. Inflation actually reduces the debt you owe. The logic. Imagine you borrow $100,000 today to buy a house. 10 years from now, that $100,000 has less value. But your house has tripled in price. You pay back your debt with money that is worth much less. Warning. This only works for fixed interest rate debt. Strategy 5. Bitcoin and digital assets. Many of you have been waiting for this. Bitcoin is called digital gold. Scarcity. There are only 21 million Bitcoins. No one, including the government, can print more. 2026 vision. In this year, Bitcoin is serving as a reserve asset. Putting an amount you can afford to lose, 1 to 5%, into it gives you a massive opportunity. Wake up. Leaving your money in the bank is allowing it to be eaten by poison while you watch. Inflation is a problem, but for those who are prepared, it is an opportunity. Convert some of your money into assets, growing wealth. Save this video, because you will need this checklist when the market shakes. Write inflation proof in the comments if you have decided to protect your wealth. Inflation versus deflation. Many people ask, will inflation ever go away? The truth is, world governments love inflation. Why? Because inflation forces people to spend money or invest. If deflation, falling prices, occurs, everyone saves their money, and the economy stops. Therefore, inflation will exist for the next 50 to 100 years. Your plan shouldn't be based on inflation disappearing, but on how do I get rich with inflation? The 70-20-10 rule. Now I will give you my final and best advice. How can you make your money inflation-proof? Follow the 70-20-10 rule. I am about to tell you something amazing, but you are finding it hard to subscribe. Subscribe now. 70% solid assets. Put 70% of your money into index funds, real estate, and shares of large companies. This protects your core wealth. 20% liquidity. Ready cash, keep 20% in the bank or a high-yield account. If inflation crashes the market, This helps you buy assets at a discount. 10% high growth, speculation. Put 10% into crypto, Bitcoin, and startups. If these succeed, they return all the growth that inflation took from you. The psychology of money. When I tell you that inflation is robbing your money before your eyes, do not panic. Fear leads to wrong decisions. Always think long term. The market will fluctuate and fall, but over 10 years, assets always defeat inflation. Invest in yourself. The greatest asset is your mind. If you have the skill to make money, even if that money loses purchasing power, you still have the ability to earn more. Thank you for following this video to the end. You now know more about inflation and wealth protection than 99% of people. Take the first step today. Change even a small amount of your money into a personal asset. Do you want to know how Bitcoin can 10x your wealth this year? Check out my Bitcoin secret video. If this video helped you, stand by me by liking and subscribing.